Female rapper Doechii is relatively new to the scene. Most of the mainstream knows her for her song Anxiety, which is absolutely atrocious. It samples somebody that I used to know, and that's most of her claim to fame as things stand currently. Her presence at the 2025 Met Gala was more a commentary on the downfall of the Met Gala than a commentary on her current rise to fame. But she showed up and stayed on theme with Superfine, a tribute to Black dandyism. But before she arrived at the event, she was adamant that she did not want paparazzi to capture any photos of her outfit. She wanted it to debut solely on the red carpet for the press who were at the event.
We know the real reason for that. She didn't want to get caught mistreating her employees.
So her decision was to enter the event in what looks like a big panel of shower curtains or something. And she insisted that her assistants procure umbrellas to shade the top of this 4-panel enclosement.
Should we try and watch this video?
Yeah.
Is it show up in the video?
Yes, you can see her in this little enclosure in the video.
Oh.
They're all hiding her, and she starts screaming at her staff. Play it with sound. You gotta hear her.
Another one.
Another umbrella.
Me when I'm going to take a shower at night.
She says, "I need more fucking umbrellas."
Was it more or 4?
More.
I mean, if it's not raining out, just asking for a single umbrella is a hell of a thing to just request out of nowhere. There's a 20 there.
Let me see. This is from Todd Bernal. Don't forget bad coffee, drinking, acting. You can totally tell when the cup is empty. So annoying.
It is one of those things that they do on NCIS where Gibbs's coffee cup always seems just kind of empty. And
just put water in it. Yeah. You know, not that hard.
All right. Let's continue with this absolute mistreatment of the peasants.
Two more umbrellas. I'm so ready. This is umbrellas.
Umbrella. Anybody? Right there.
Two more umbrellas.
They said no. They said the lobby would be clear.
And do not let that one on the
I mean,
is
do you
so
think anybody who
ridiculous.
watches, who does something like this doesn't like reevaluate whether they've kind of just gone off the deep end as far as like where their life, you know, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier. It's like, you might be wondering how I got
You
here.
mean the assistant?
No, I mean both, really, her and the assistant. She's thinking like, I used to make music. I used to be an artist. Now I'm dragging myself with umbrellas through the Met Gala. Or you're the assistant and you're like, I went
These
to
days-
Oxford.
These days, being an artist is merely the means to an end, and the end is getting to act like this.
Yeah.
So let's continue.
Well, you think that's the whole point? They're like, I want to get famous so that I can be a dick to everybody?
A lot of them, yeah. She has no talent, so this is so that the paparazzi cannot crane over her enclosure and get photos from the top of it.
Oh, okay.
See, it wasn't even raining. It was only because of the paparazzi.
Let her hair get wet.
Move these umbrellas. I don't want these people.
And she's still yelling at them in the video.
Right now.
The self-importance is insane.
Yep. So that was her on the way to the car and into the event. Celebrities that have been famous for 5 minutes having nasty attitudes to service workers or assistants will always leave a bad taste in my mouth about them.
I mean, in general, gentlemen, if you ever go on a first date, one of the best ways that you can show yourself to be a possibly good companion is to not treat waiters and waitresses like absolute garbage. You shouldn't do that ever. But in general, it's probably one of the easiest ways for a person who doesn't know you very well to see how you treat other people.
No, I mean, I always say, if you're having a bad day, don't take it out on a service worker. Take it out on the people you love, like the rest of us.
Like a well-adjusted person.
Dangerously close to the truth there. Another one said she has such a nasty attitude for someone who went mainstream 3 months ago. Yeah, now she thinks that she's hot shit and she can treat people however she wants and get away with it. But I also saw some people defending this behavior.
What were they saying? You just don't get it. It's art. You don't get it.
It's not even performance art. They say this is just excusable behavior. If this was a white or biracial woman, everyone would be calling her a diva, mother. Y'all are so bogus for this fake-ass performative outrage.
Okay, what you're looking at there is friendly fire, because no normal person would ever call them that. We would just call them like lame, out-of-touch scumbags.
Yeah, all of those people calling her mother.
Anybody saying mother
delusional.
is terminally online in a stan.
Another one said, women are never given the benefit of the doubt of being human, especially when they're a part of another minority, such as Dochi or Chapel Roan. People expect them to be perfect, and if they're not, then they immediately stereotype them as mean. When you are cursing out people who are essentially at your mercy for their employment, I can confidently say you are a mean person.
This is the most human thing I've ever seen in my
This
entire
is
life.
not being a normal human being.
This is so relatable. Holy crap.
And
I just see myself in this.
The entire point of a stunt like this is to seem as out of touch as possible.
Mm-hmm.
If the Met Gala hadn't gone far enough in that regard, people getting up in costumes, everyone makes the Hunger Games capital comparisons for a reason. They're out of touch.
I say they look like Gotham City. I say they look like Batman villains.
But Doechii just took it to a whole nother level.
Yep.
Some people thought that this was actually scripted and staged. One of her fans said, I feel like this is a performance that all the assistants are a part of. It feels like a very Doechii thing to do, especially with the way that one assistant was dramatically searching for umbrellas. I could be wrong, but Doechii is a theater kid at heart.
They're all theater kids at heart.
Regardless of whether it was real or staged, you still look equally stupid and detached from reality.
Yeah.
Like, if you're staging this, you are trying to spread the narrative that you're an entitled brat. Or, if you're not staging it, you just are an entitled brat.
Yeah.
There's no way out of this. This is a lose for everyone involved.
I see it, and I do see a bunch of people. Like, the joke was always, like, that the theater, or not the theaters, the geeks, once they took over the world, were going to take it out on everybody else. Little did we know it was actually the theater kids that once acting was no longer something that you scoffed at, like you scoff at a court jester. Now that acting is something to be seen as like something you actually want to do, they get to take it out on the rest of the world.
Yeah, deeply resentful people with a chip on their shoulder. And all of that work just to shield paparazzi from seeing this ugly-ass outfit.
Yeah.
That nobody liked.
It's not really
She also,
great.
You can't see it in this photo, but if you go to close-ups of her face from the event, you can see they attached a prosthetic scar to her face in the shape of the Louis Vuitton logo to look like she had been branded.
Oh.
Branded on her face. That just seems kind of creepy to me. Like, maybe that's the point. It's art. I'm not media literate. I'm just an uncultured swine. I just don't get it. I'm not smart and elite enough to understand what they were going for.
Worse. I hate the people who talk about media literacy in movies enough. The idea of having to believe in media literacy for stupid art kids is way worse.
Some person literally commented she looks like a Batman villain.
There you go. I mean, they all kind of do.
And, with all the people who did show up to the Met Gala, it's a big who? Like, I barely just learned who Doechii is, and my job is following pop culture.
Whenever I see people mention Lisa, I'm like, very bold of you to think that anybody knows who the that is.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, just because you capitalized all the letters doesn't mean that means shit to me.
And there's this yearly tradition at the Met Gala where a bunch of celebrities commune in the bathroom to take a mirror selfie. And it used to be the Kardashians. Not that I idolize the Kardashians, but it used to be like the big name A-list celebrities taking this selfie, and it was a big moment on social media the next day. But then this year, the celebrities communed in the bathroom for their mirror selfie, posted it, and I couldn't name a single person.
You just know. I'm with Kevin Brennan in the chat. Like, you just know she just insults somebody. All you have to do to disarm her is be like, Doechii.
Yeah,
You
like
just like
you
walked
set
into that
yourself
one
up.
with your name, Doechii.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.